25 years, we've taken the journey with them. They've let us be part of the adventure. And today they're here. First though, an event this awesome deserves two moderators. So please welcome the noted Star Trek author, archivist, and producer, Larry Nemeczek. So first, just a couple of things to take care of. First of all, we have some sign language interpreters right up here. If you have anyone who is hard of hearing, please feel free to send them up here. Also, please don't cross in front of them so that they can continue to get that translation. And very soon we will be taking questions. So feel free to line up and get ready for that. So now, let's meet the crew. If this convention springs a coolant leak, let him know, he'll get it fixed. Please welcome LeVar Burton. And now the only one you want to call when it's a good day to die. Whatever you do, don't make him angry, Michael Dorn!
Bitch. What? What? You'll hear it on the podcast. Oh God, Will's gonna be so wrong.
And now she can tell you what you're feeling, but let her know anyway, Marina Sirtis. Please welcome Marina Sirtis. Next up is the only walking computer to own a cat, Brent Spider. And finally, the only man to save the Enterprise before graduating high school, please welcome Lolita!
Now that's an introduction.
God damn it.
Thank you for asking. My favorite episode, I guess it was...
There is a crap load, yeah. The best kind of crap load. No, I think the general consensus was everybody's had some time, but we want to get sooner to questions than later. But This is the anniversary year, in case nobody gets sprung on me, right? In a big way. Here's a question I don't know if I've heard anybody ask. I may have done it in some private interviews. Can we go down the line, and I'd like to ask everybody what your memory of the first time you met Gene, when you were auditioning and casting?
Who cares, really?
Give me one song, Marina, and then we'll...
All right. The first time I met Gene Roddenberry was when I had my first callback for Next Generation. I was, I don't know if I had turned 14 yet, or if I was about to turn 14. And I remember I was a huge Star Trek fan before I worked on Next Generation. I'd been into science fiction and fantasy and horror and genre stuff my entire life. So when I got to go audition to be on Next Generation, I went and met Gene Roddenberry for the first time, and it actually gave me, I messed up my audition because I just geeked out in the room and had a really bad audition. And after the thing was over, I called my agent from a payphone. Kids, ask your parents. And I said, I just don't think I went to do a very good job, and because I was just so excited to meet him. And apparently they had called her and said, we don't think he did a very good job, but we think he can be better. So I got to go back in later that afternoon. And it was the beginning of what became a really wonderful relationship with Gene for me.
I guess I was around 14 when I met Gene. He was a highway patrolman at the time.
You were working in a mine shaft in the Old West Wing.
That's right. It must have been in El Paso. No, I know. Anyway, El Paso, yeah! Garden Spot, Texas. No, I'll tell you what, I met Gene. I have no memory of that. I'm old. What do you want? I do remember, Gene asking me right off the bat. Gene had a very high voice. If you've never met him, it was strange. He was a large man, but he talked kind of like up here. Yeah, this with his hands, and he sort of talked like, "Would you mind changing the color of your skin?" I said, "No problem." What can it be? I went through like 50 makeup tests, every color in the rainbow. They put them all on a reel to show to Gene. We all went into his screening room to see all the different colors and have him choose one. The first one came up, it was gold. He went, "That's fine." And that was it. And all I can say is, I'm glad that the bubblegum pink didn't come up first.
The first time I met Gene, I was 14 years old, and not quite 14. Well, obviously, I was very young, because I'm only 39 now. It's exciting. We're both turning 40 this year. Both turning 40 this year, and you look good. Thank you, Sophia. I met him at the auditions, although I didn't know who he was. I have to say, I know you're not all going to hate me, but I wasn't a big Star Trek fan. I know. In fact, it was kind of ironic because about 2 months before I started auditioning, a friend of mine came to visit me from England, and she wanted to go and see Star Trek Voyage Home. And I was like, oh no, really? Can we go and say something else? Really? You want to go see Star Trek? And she was like, yes, I do, because it's not going to be out in England for about a year. And I went, oh, blimey. Anyway, so I went to see Star, which I actually really enjoyed the movie. I was very surprised. So I really enjoyed the movie. But I didn't know Gene. I didn't know Gene had created Star Trek. I didn't know anything about it. All I knew was there was this guy in the audition who seemed to be in charge. But after I got cast, obviously, all my fellow thespians were like, what do you mean you don't know who Gene Roddenberry is? And I had to do some homework, and he was really a dirty old man. He liked the ladies. Or maybe it was just me. But anyway. But no, he did. He had an eye for the ladies.